if you're looking for something unique to give to a friend, family member for this coming holiday, the Indigenous Arts and Crafts Market would be the place to go and check out. And with us today is the person who started this, who got this rolling, Karen McCarthy, joining me in studio today. Hi, Karen. How you doing?
Hi, Wally. I'm doing really good. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in here today. We've got a few things here to discuss regarding the market, but there's the I guess the correct name for it is
Mekwin Market.
But right, it's Christmas market now because I guess
it's December.
It's December. Want people get into the Christmas spirit. This is going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be held Thursday and Friday of this week, so tomorrow, and then the following week.
On the 22nd and 23rd at the hangar.
Okay. On Kingsway Ave. What could you tell us about the market?
Well, the market is about promoting Indigenous entrepreneurs, Indigenous vendors to sell their products that they make. And there's even people who are coming that don't have Indigenous-based themes like beaded jewelry or moccasins, but they make other items like maybe they crochet or they sew baby items. But the whole point of it is to support Indigenous people and support them to grow their business.
And you were the one who, I guess, had this thought process roll in when it came to creating this market.
Yes, well, there's been markets all over for forever, right? Mm-hmm. As Indigenous people, we've always engaged in some kind of economic base, whether it's trading or, supporting our communities and helping each other. So even this month, there's tons of markets in Edmonton area, and even at different nations like Musquecheese and Frog Lake, Saddle Lake, there's markets that happen on a monthly basis. So it's nothing new. It's just my idea was to support other people to grow their business. And I thought about that when I was doing my conferences. Because I do conference management, and I have a few conferences that I've done over the years. And there was always vendors who were always interested in coming.
Yeah.
And, you can, if you've ever gone to different conferences, you always see Aboriginal vendors at these events.
That's right.
Well, the Indigenous conferences anyways. So that's kind of where the idea started to really grow, because I wanted to help them. I wanted to help grow their small business. Because a lot of the ladies that come to my events, there's older ladies, some of them are single. They rely on this extra income to supplement their living. So especially when you're off reserve, and we talked a little bit about this, how when you live off reserve or out of your community, you have to pay so much additional expenses.
Yeah.
And so I myself have lived off the nation for most of my life, and living in Edmonton, it's a struggle. Mm-hmm. So being an entrepreneur myself, I know how it feels to want to grow your business, to work hard, and that's my main motivation behind this. And working as well in the non-Aboriginal sectors, there is such a demand for Indigenous products. Yeah. I use the word Aboriginal Indigenous interchangeably, but I'm trying to change my wording to just be all Indigenous, so I apologize for that.
I'm still trying to get my head around that one. And what a great opportunity for them to get that exposure than a city like Edmonton, because Edmonton is growing. It's constantly growing, and there's a huge population here.
Yeah, it's diverse. And we also have the second largest urban Indigenous population in Canada. Mm-hmm. And so we have a couple of flea markets here in Edmonton. And my goal with Mekwin Market is to eventually have this running on a monthly basis. And I don't want to compare it to the flea market, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Where vendors come in, whether they're steady vendors or I call them transient vendors, because they'll come maybe one day or one weekend, and then they won't come till maybe the next month after. So the concept is to eventually have a building that I will lease and have the market every weekend. And
the event itself, starting tomorrow and Friday, the dates are different than what you would see other vendors, because they would usually have them on a weekend. So why not take advantage of time during the work week? Because you'll be able to capture those people who might venture out to others on the weekend, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, part of the whole issue of having an event so close to Christmas is space.
Yeah.
So if I could have had it on the weekend, I probably would have. But Thursday, Friday is also okay because it's so close to Christmas that people take time off to go shopping anyways.
Oh, for sure.
So if people want, they're going to come.
Yeah.
That's just how I know.
And a great location. Lots of parking.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to the mall.
Kingsway
Mall, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it running from?
It runs from 10 to 4 every day. So the 15th and 16th, which is Thursday, Friday, and then next Thursday, Friday as well.
The 22nd and 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
You've got how many vendors so far are going to be set up?
So they vary from the dates because not
Okay.
everybody's coming like every single day.
Yeah.
So we have, I believe, I have to check with Sharon, my event coordinator, between 20 and 25
Oh, nice.
any given day. So ultimately my goal is to have, of course, more. But like I was saying earlier, when you start a business, it takes time to really grow it. But there is a lot of vendors out there. Right now it's a little tough because, like I said, there's even a market downtown. I'll promote Canada Place right now. My friend Heather Patra, she organizes a Christmas sale at Canada Place every year, and that's actually going on today. It started yesterday and today, so a lot of vendors are there, and of course most of them make their own stuff, so they're busy making their products, right? So that's just how it goes. But hopefully, we'll get more people as we grow the market, and just keep promoting out to the general public and reaching out to different various mediums like social media and trying to get some advertising going to really build up the market, because it's not just being promoted to our people; it's being promoted to everyone in the Edmonton and the surrounding areas.
Karen McCarthy is joining us on the program here today, talking about the Mekwin Market, Indigenous Arts and Crafts Market, that is being held tomorrow and Friday over at the hangar on Kingsway. Karen, you said a lot of these vendors are locally based, Alberta based, but again, eventually down the road, you would like to welcome more vendors from neighboring provinces to come down and take part.
For sure, because we're as Indigenous people, we move a lot, and we have so many different friends. So people can, tell their friends in Saskatchewan and Manitoba and BC and up north. And I think and I believe that this market is really going to grow, and eventually people will want to come because it'll start to be a central hub. Edmonton is a central business hub and medical hub for northern communities, for Treaty 8, Treaty 6. So the word is just going to get out. And I think that once people are seeing how much traffic we're going to promote and bring in, how much sales they're going to make, it's just going to grow. Yeah. It's been growing on social media for sure.
If anybody out there, any vendors, want to have a table set up, who can they get in contact with?
Well, they can call myself or Sharon. Our numbers are on our Facebook. They can just look for us at Mekwin Market on Facebook. We also have an Instagram account, and I believe we have Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So we're really growing. Like I was saying earlier, we're trying to grow our different mediums to get the word out there.
Yeah.
They can also email at market@mekwin.ca, and you spell Mekwin Mekiwin.
Quickly before we go, there's another event that you've got coming up here this coming Saturday.
Yes.
Do tell. Can you share a little information with us?
Sure. So before we came live on the air, Wally and I were talking about another community-based event that I'm doing. I started a Christmas party for our urban members from Saddle Lake and Whitefish Lake. So last year, I was really feeling like, okay, well, we don't get a lot happening for us off reserve, especially in Edmonton. We have so many people who live here from Saddle Lake and Whitefish. So I wanted to have this Christmas party to bring our people together, because as living in Edmonton, we don't know who's here, and we just there's no sense of community for us. So I started this Christmas party last year, and it went really well. And so I decided I was going to have it every year. So it's an urban Christmas party for Saddle Lake and Whitefish Lake members. And this year I have 300 of our community members in Edmonton attending. So I wish I could do more, but just because of space and logistics, I was telling you earlier, I'm still getting calls. Like, I had 2 calls this morning, people wanting to sign up, and I feel really sad that I have to tell them that they can't come. But I'm really hopeful next year I can actually get a bigger venue and have more people. But this is something that I just do because I want to do. And I want to bring our people together and just celebrate and have a little party. So I have gifts for the kids. I have a Santa coming. I'm putting together little hampers for each family. And I have a lot of volunteers helping me out this year. So it's going really well. And I just wanted to mention and say thank you to the chief and councils of both nations. They really believed in me and support this initiative that I'm doing. And they helped out financially, and they gave us a donation. And so it's all working out really well. So I really appreciate you mentioning that, giving me the opportunity. And I look forward to seeing all our urban band members attending on Saturday. Yeah,
it's bringing the Christmas from back home on the reserve to the city.
Somewhat.
And they're going to enjoy a nice meal, entertainment, and all that fun stuff as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and the kids will have Santa.
So for all those families that had signed up, just a reminder again that it's happening there on Saturday for them.
Yeah, Saturday at the Sherbrooke Hall from 4 to 10.